Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. In this video, we'll be sharing some tips and tricks and features of the POCO's HyperOS 2.0. Now POCO's X7 Pro comes with Android 15 and HyperOS 2.0. Now this device comes with a lot of features included. We do get the Dimensity 8400 Ultra chip, really powerful hardware offered. So let's just go to the about device and you can see here HyperOS detailed specs. The Dimensity 8400 Ultra, 12 gigs of RAM, and then you do get you can see here Android 14 or other Android 15 out of the box. So let's see what are features this offers. These are not hidden tips and tricks. There are no hidden tricks. These are just basic features. We are explaining what all you can try with this device. So let's begin. So before that, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's first see the customization options in the notification toggle. So you can see here there are options available. So you can just click the edit at the bottom. So there you go. Now you can add additional options. You can see here there are options which you can add from here. You can just click on the plus icon and add it to the top section. So you can customize the toggle. So based on whatever you are using frequently, you can have the customization here. So app toggles and then other basic toggles are there. So just click that and you're good to go. So that's the toggles. Now next let's go to the home screen. Just press and click on the home screen. You can see here wallpaper, widgets and settings. So wallpaper is self-explanatory. It goes to the themes and then you can install your wallpapers. Then widgets, you can see there are plenty of options available. Widgets, some really nice widgets are available to make your experience better. So you can see here battery, then security cleaner, steps taken, apps, themes, and a whole lot of options are there. You can see that app options are also included. So you can basically add widgets, and if you go to settings here, you can set the transition effects between. You can see here there are plenty of options. Some around 7 or 8 transition options are there. And if you want more customization, you can see that home screen with app drawer or without app drawer. You can go with that. Without app drawer means all the apps will be there in the home screen. If you're going with app drawer, you will get all the apps in the app drawer. So those things you can customize. You can go with the site navigation, whether you want gestures, buttons and gestures. You can see here options are there. So these are the options in the home screen. So these you can customize. Now next let's go to the settings. Here you do get interconnectivity option. Now this is basically if you own a Xiaomi tablet like the new Xiaomi Pad 7 or the Xiaomi Pad 6, you do get a lot of options with the Xiaomi interconnectivity option. You can in fact mirror the option, mirror the phone to the tablet. You can copy paste using the clipboard functionality. You can actually open the app from the tablet which is on the phone. So these options are there. You can see that interconnectivity is very useful functionality. So we have shown that in our previous video on the tab. So you can just check out that. So interconnectivity is very useful feature. And then next is the lock screen. So this is one of the important things. You can change what all options you want in the lock screen. Like if you want the glance option, glance will provide you additional wallpapers. Personally I don't like glance, but if you want glance you can enable it. And if you press the volume down button, you can open the camera. That's a very important thing. Then pocket mode, it's very self-explanatory. Lock touch gestures when placed in the pocket, so there won't be any accidental touches. So these are very simple options. Then if you go to the notification and status bar, you can have a notification style. You can see a classic or the Android style, and you can have floating badges and other options. So you can see some, you can edit the options here like hide the notch, battery indicator, carrier name, all those things you can change here. So these are the options in the notification toggle. Now in display and brightness, we have one really useful option, the color. The display color you can set. You can see here original color pro. You can go with the vivid mode which will give you richer tones. If you want highly saturated tones, if you can go with that. And if you want to change the color gamut, you can select here. You can see here display P3 is there, sRGB value is there. So you can change those and have the color option. So whichever you feel is best for your experience, you can change the color screen. This is very useful actually, because a lot of people have consideration for warmer tones, slightly cooler tones. So based on that, you can have this. Then you can set the refresh rate 120 hertz refresh rate or 60 hertz, those are like self-explanatory. Then AI image engine, you can see a super resolution, enhance the videos, upscale the resolution of videos. Then AI HDR enhancement, process videos using HDR effect to bring more detail in the lighter and darker areas, so you can enable that. And then there is also MEMC support, so this adds additional frame to your video, making it a bit more smoother in terms of transition. So these are options are really useful to make your video viewing experience better. So maybe MEMC, super resolution and AI HDR enhancement can be enabled in the display settings. Now next is the personalization. So this is where you can customize a lot of things on your device. So first is the lock screen. So this is the new lock screen with HyperOS. With HyperOS 2.0, so you do get a lot of additional lock screens. You can see these are some new options. So this looks very nice actually. So you can customize each of them. You can see there is a customize button at the bottom of each of these, and you can set your wallpaper. Then additional options, you can see a scenery. There are new options. Then you can see here Eastern aesthetics, so some really nice options are there. So based on what you want, you can apply that. Then always on display, once you enable, you can see that there is analog, then a digital option. You can set your own ones. So basically what you want to display on the always on display, you can enable that. Then icons, so you can see here the icon, size can be changed, background color can also be set here. So basically I have gone with the default option. Then fonts, so basically the Mi Sans and the default fonts are the one which is available on the device, but you can download additional fonts and set fonts here. Then notification effects, you can see here how you want the notifications to appear. There are 3 options available. So these are the options. Then fingerprint effects. So when you are unlocking the device, you can see that different effects are there for unlocking. Again, you can customize that. Then wallpaper, carousel and themes are basically self-explanatory. You can go with those personalization options. Now in terms of sound and vibration, you also get the option to enable the haptic feedback level. So if you want a really good strong haptics, you can enable up to the maximum value. If you don't want very strong, you can disable and reduce the haptic. You can actually feel when you reduce it how much of haptic is needed. That's again personal option. The safety and emergency, this is very important. I think not a lot of us use this functionality. Medical information and emergency contact, this is not specific to Poco, this is specific to any device. So if you are using an Android smartphone, make sure you enable all this information. You can see that all the details are there, blood type, in case of any emergency this medical information is available, and additional emergency contacts can be set, so that in case there is an emergency, people can contact your friends and family and handle the situation. So these are very important things. Most of the people don't actually use this, so safety and emergency is very important. Then if you go to the apps, so here we have the app lock, which is self-explanatory. So once you've enabled, so I'll just show the so you can see here which all apps you want. You can also app lock with fingerprint, and which all apps you want to lock, you can just enable the slider and that app will be locked, and no one will be able to access it unless you enter the password, pattern or the fingerprint. Now there is also dual app support. Now dual apps is basically you can run 2 instances of the app. So Instagram, Facebook is already recommended. Then we have different apps which can be used for dual app. Not all apps supports dual apps, so you can enable which all you want. So that's very useful feature. Then if you go to the battery, there are lots of features here. You can go with the ultimate mode, that's the performance mode, balanced, battery saver, and even ultra battery saver mode is there. So based on how you want to use the device, you can set this. Then battery checkup, you can see that what all you can reduce to improve the battery, those things are there. Then charging option. Now if you want the top speed while charging, you need to enable this option, wired charging. Top speed you need to enable, then only you will get the maximum 90 watt support. Then battery protection, battery health, you can see that once in a while you can just come and check the battery health, and battery cycles are also mentioned here. Then if you want the battery to last, you can enable battery protection. To extend battery life, the device will stop charging when the battery level reaches 80%. But this is not suitable for every person, because people might want 100% battery. But if you want to have a battery protection, protection. This is very good option. Then smart charging also can be enabled. This will extend the battery life. Then additional features, you can see that 5G battery saver is there, make 5G connectivity less power consuming in certain scenarios. This is very useful because a 5G network obviously will consume more battery, and once this is enabled, you get really good battery life as well. Then night mode, cooled endurance mode, scheduled power off and on is there. So these are options available here. Then if you go to the Google, this is another important thing to enable on all the Android devices irrespective of the brand. So you can select all services and scroll down, and theft protection and Find My Device. So enable theft protection, you just enable this, and offline device lock also you can enable. So this is very important because if someone snatches your phone while you're using, it will automatically lock, and your sensitive information will be locked and will not be able to be accessed by the thief. So this is very important. So enable these two options, the offline device lock and theft protection. So this is very useful functionality available. In additional settings, you have the regular set of options like gesture shortcuts, quick ball, one-handed mode. Those are self-explanatory. One-handed mode reduces the screen size. This has been there on MIUI for a long time, even before HyperOS also it has been there. Then floating window. If you want to extend the memory, already this device has 12 gigs of RAM. Now if you want to extend it, by default it's 4 GB, and you can extend up to 12 GB. Then second space, you can enable one more space if you want to differentiate your work and home. You can do that. Heart rate monitoring. So if you're using the fingerprint sensor, you can actually measure the heart rate. Again, this is just an indicative value. Don't go by this value because this is not a medical equipment, and it will be giving only the basic information. Then AI subtitle. This is very useful because you can see that this will transcribe and translate internal and external audio into bilingual subtitles in real time. So if you are not well versed with the language, you can use this functionality, and you can get the subtitles. So this is very useful, AI subtitles. Then we have additional options like OTG support as well. Now these are the options here. Then if you go to the gallery app, so just select one picture, and if you go to the edit mode, here also you do get some AI tools. AI erase, so you can see here AI erase, AI expand. You can expand the image. Actually it will get you, you have to download a plugin. You can expand the image slightly better, so it will be using the AI to predict what is there in the frame, and it will expand the image. Then AI erase, remove reflection. See, this is very useful because if some glossy surface is emitting reflection while in the photo, you can remove those reflection. Then sky replacement is long time available. Then so these are the erase functionality, the AI functionality. Then you do get the basic features included. So AI is available here as well, and you also get AI functionalities in the notes as well. So we'll just show you that as well. Notes in this device also comes with some AI tools wherein you can have some additional tools. So once you're typed in note, and you can see that AI tools are there. So you need to sign into your Xiaomi account to use this AI functionality. So there are some useful functionalities in the notes application. Then here you can actually customize some options in the app drawer, how you want the backgrounds to appear, manage app categories, and open search after opening the app drawer. So these things you can customize how you want, and you can also see that you can open floating windows from here. So you can see here some apps are not supported, but you can enable floating windows from here. So you can see here split screen, floating windows, all those things can be enabled from here. So this is floating windows. So that is from the so there you go. So it's from the multitasking option, so you can enable those functionalities. So those are some of the tips and tricks you can try out with the Poco X7 Pro. Again, these are not hidden tips or tricks. These are basic tips and tricks you can try out on the device. Some of them are deep in the settings, so you may not have noticed. So that's why we have made this video. So hope you like the tips and tricks on the Poco X7 Pro. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.